All right, we are on schedule, on cue. Monday market report on your Sunday evening for the week ending February 2025. I want to thank you guys for tuning on in as we kind of deep dive and discover how some of the modern graded coins have fared here in the last 7 days. All coming courtesy of GreatCollections.com, one of the premier online auction sites today. If you're looking to consign some heavy hitters, look no further. GreatCollections.com, one of the best sites today. Very reliable group of folks. Make it happen, Captain. So we are going to take a look at any of the graded post 1900 modern era of coins. I will say this for the first time in a long time. We didn't see a whole lot of like big banging coins. I would say, I had a hard time trying to find about 16, 17 coins. Not that I was, compensating at all, because the coins that we are featuring here today, you guys are going to love. And most importantly, there's not a specifically huge driver for registry set coins. So I think that's probably, and we've seen this over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks. Not as many registry set caliber coins have sold on the auction circuit, whether it's Great Collections or anyone else, in a little while. All right, and that's not an indicator of anything. It just means that the people that are participating in registry sets, they're not ready to sell yet. So they're just enjoying the hobby. They're enjoying the sport of registry sets, and they're going to keep on going. If there were registry set caliber coins, they would sell, and we would be talking about them. So it's not like that the market is tanked. It didn't tank because there's just no supply to fulfill demand. That's kind of crazy that we're here, over a month into the new year, and we're just not seeing like the robust sales like we once were when people were selling off their top tier registry sets. So we're going to take a look at this here momentarily. Thank you guys again for all your views and support. The Monday Market Report has been one of the longest running market reports on YouTube today. Thank you for making it such. All right, quick little update. Whatnot, I sell on the platform, and you guys should too. They're looking for some spirited, dedicated sellers, along with just new folks to come join the platform today. Whatnot is the fastest growing, if not the biggest, live social media auction platform today. I sell every single Friday. This week, probably going to push in 2 or 3 sales for all budgets. So come check things out. We'll be on at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, every time we go live, and every Friday. If you haven't joined up yet, what are you waiting for? There's a QR code right on the screen. Go ahead and scan it today, and I will give you $15 off your first item. That all of a sudden $30 1 ounce round is now $15, and yeah, 50% off on things like silver today, where we're starting to see it creep back up, is huge. It's a game changer. So thank you guys for all of your support on Whatnot and the platform, and for my YouTube channel, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Let's go ahead and get into these auction selections. Starting out with a 1984 Lincoln Memorial Cent. This is, we've seen a fair amount of these. The market has just exploded for any of the 1980s mainframe doubled dies. This is one of them here, featuring the doubled ear. It's the FS101, a premier cherry picker's guide variety. It's featured in the Red Book price guide, which I would say most new and upcoming coin collectors own a copy of that book. It's very inexpensive to own. Great information all around. But this one right here, just the top of the mark. Mid-State 68 red is about as powerful and big as you could get and obtain for this particular coin. What's also cool, CAC certified it. and therefore there is a green bean sticker right on the slab holder. Again, a really awesome one here, and a good way to start things off here with a $3,600 realized sale on Great Collections for this 1984. Very nice. Next one that we have here, one of just a couple registry set coins. This one is worth talking about because it is a Top Pop graded 1958 Lincoln Wheat set. This particular example exhibits beautiful red, just overall very clean, very smooth surfaces on this particular one. That's something you don't see for a lot of the Philadelphia minted pieces of the 50s. Quality was kind of suspect all throughout that decade, going all the way up to about 1960. So we have this one here in a 67 plus red. It is indeed the Top Pop grade for this particular date. It's also CAC certified as well, giving it its blessing. And how about this one for the record books? $6,412.50. This is one of the highest minted dates in the series. I would say probably the 58D is the highest, the two respective dates, not including the proof coin. As a matter of fact, a lot of the Denvers of the 1950s are pretty well minted up there. A couple of the Philadelphias are up there as well. 56, 58, things like that. Next one that we have up here, congratulations goes to Adam Chambers, who is a panel member of the live coin Q&A. This is awesome to hear this story. He ended up submitting a number of coins to PCGS. He's notorious for his bulk submissions. Okay, and then this particular one paid off in a huge way, and he's had a ton of success. He's not a newbie, I can tell you. He's been around the hobby for quite a while now, and he was able to achieve a Top Pop 1955D Lincoln Wheat set. This one in a mid-state 67 plus. You can see the red on there. This is every registry set fanboy's dream, is to own this coin. There's only a couple of them high atop the pop charts. The census is looking a little lonely up there, but this one added as a result of Adam's efforts. And I'm happy to say one of the bigger sales this week to the tune of $6,762.38. Congratulations, Adam. Very well done, and I look forward to covering another one of your coins sold on Great Collections. Keep it going, buddy. Next one that we have here, 1934D. This one in a 67 red. This is what we call a tier 2 or secondary tier registry set coin. It is by no means a top grade. I believe that goes to a 68 on this particular date. But if you are putting together a PCGS or NGC sponsored registry set for Lincoln cents, this would make a great placeholder. Now, the placeholders and the tier 2 coins, you're still going to cough up a good fair amount of money. All right, especially the much older dates. They will have a lot more sustainability in the marketplace for many years down the road because the overall supply for finer, nice grade pieces I would say 1950, they're drying up by the day. All right, there's just not nearly enough of them out there to fulfill demand, and therefore, we're going to just continue to see just really strong foundational pricing on a lot of these tier 2 coins prior to 1950. So this one right here ended up selling for $1,743.75. As noted, that's quite an expensive place marker for a registry set, where they're just going to wait till the next big one comes along. And in case you're wondering, the registry set is for the deep pockets people, not people like myself. I'm not even close to that caliber, but a lot of people with extra money to blow, they really do enjoy this. 1914D, oh boy, man. I'm telling you, we don't cover this particular date at some of the highest grade levels. Not as much as we used to. 10 years ago, you could always bet and count on a few of these being sold every few weeks. Now we're going to have to wait like about 90 days for every good, decent, nice, high grade 14D to pop up in the marketplace. And I've come to the conclusion that with more people, more money being injected into this hobby, it's coins like this that are highly investable. These things are liquid assets that are easy to sell when you need to, and they appreciate on a much faster, rapid rate than anything else. And because of that, and people do realize this, the collector scene is not dumb. They know that coins like this, they just don't exist as much as they used to, and it's highly unlikely that you could just walk into a coin shop or go online to just any coin dealer and try and find a mid-state 66 1914D, which is what this one is. And it's even a red brown. It's not even a full red, ladies and gentlemen. So this one right here, $19,631.25 was the final hammer on this coin. And I would presume that that price is just going to continue to go up. A lot of what we consider to be these pricey trophies that have a value of about $10,000 or higher, they're just dwindling by the day. And if you are at all, interested in buying a high-end piece for your collection, please do target some of these big keys. They have a lot of staying power, and they're just going to enhance in value over the long haul. 1911 Lincoln Wheat Cent. Nothing too crazy. It is a mid-state 66 red. And, it's not perfect. It is a Philadelphia coin. They did make more of these compared to any Branch Mint D or S coin. And, this is just a fair coin for either a nice collection, a typeset collection, registry set. Might need something like this on the lower level. This one here ended up selling for $1,721.25. And the final 1 cent denom coin on the list, man, we got to cover a 1909 VDB. We like talking about these once every so often, about every 3 months. Just to let you know that the popularity has not wavered one bit on this what we call kind of like, when I say key date, it's not key in the sense that it is expensive nor rare, but it's like it's a coin that you really want to add to your collection because it is the first year of the Lincoln set. So this one came in at a mid-state 67 red, very commendable grade. I've seen it much higher, but at the same time, 67s are gorgeous. So this one sold for $1,153.12. All right, so very few nickels. We just have a couple here this week. We've seen a fair amount of three-legged buffaloes, some nice ones, might I add. Here's yet another one that came in as a mid-state 61. All right, what's it missing? Probably some luster. It's, got a little bit of chatter, a few little contact marks here and there. Overall, it's just a nice coin. And if you were looking for a much higher upper level tier example of the three-leg buffalo, it's hard to go wrong with this one. This one, graded by NGC, ended up selling for $2,544.75. Again, something like this that complements, say, a 1955 DDO Lincoln over, like an AU55 for around the same price level. A lot of people kind of buy these in pairs. So this would be a great complement to a 55 DDO, where I've seen some collectors, kind of hold both of them. And even to this day, they're just enjoying the coins as they are because of the novelty. 1914, and this is one that I believe at one point was delisted on the Cherry Picker's Guide, but still lives in infamy in the Buffalo Nickel collector arena. And that's the 14/3 variety. All right, I know this one, I believe, exists on the Denver Mint as well, the 14/3. And this particular one right here, graded by NGC in a mid-state 63, is a very exceptional example with lots of luster. It's even got little hints of rose in some of the areas all throughout the coin, which really help complement the overall appeal and flavor of this example. Now, this one right here is designated as the old Favas Stanton number, FS014.87, which is a nomenclature that isn't used anymore. They've simplified it. I don't know, because of this coin being delisted, if it ever received a newer FS listed number. Not sure. Probably, though. But in any event, this one right here sold for $4,162.50. If we were going to compare it to a non-variety 1914, in a mid-state 63, I believe it's still like a $200 to $300 coin in this grade. So obviously the variety still has a lot of meaning to the Buffalo nickel community out there. So I would say, yeah, definitely continue to look for this one. They are out there. They're not easily found these days because a lot of people do know about them. But nonetheless, it's a rarity, and one that I would certainly keep on the back of my head if I were at the next coin show or coin meet. This is always a good one to cherry pick. So just like that, we are in dimes. We got 1936D Mercury dime coming up next. Beautiful original green holdered PCGS Mid-State 66 with the full bands. What's also cool, this one also has a gold CAC green bean, which means that it is a little bit undergraded, in their opinion, to what we're seeing here. So this one possibly could be a 67 full bands. It could be a 67 plus full bands. How much it's undergraded is anybody's guess, but this is about one of the cleanest examples I have seen in a 66. So I would incline to agree on the assessment by CAC. This one right here sold to the tune of $1,378.12. Very nice. And there's a huge collector network of the CAC gold bean stickers. And, people will pay up just to have that. In that case, and this kind of stinks. It's less about the coin. It's more about, the little nuances, like a certain holder label, like a doily, or, the CAC sticker in itself. All right, so we only had the one dime. We got a couple quarters. We got a couple $50, and that's it. It's pretty sparse this week. 1943, and as you can tell, there is about 80 years worth of quarters that we hopscotched. Did I say that right? I think I did. Hopscotched. We had to go all the way back to 1943 to talk about the first meaningful higher priced quarter. This one in a mid-state 67 plus, CAC certified as well. Yes, you hit the nail on the head. Registry set all the way here. This one sold for $2,166.75. Standing Liberty quarter, okay. Proof positive that, you don't need the mid-state designation to have a heavy hitter. 27S is a really tough grade. Tough date. I believe it has mintage under $1 million, if my memory serves me correct. I've owned a few 27S's. One in which was about XF45, somewhere around there, which is no slouch. Still a very pricey coin for this date. And while it's not a 23S, which is what we all kind of strive to look for of the 20s, this one right here is a key of keys. AU53 was the grade on this one, and it sold for $2,587.50. And here's one too. Again, proof positive that, having one that is less than perfect is completely and totally acceptable here. I would not toss this coin back for any reason. And that's the 1918 over 7S Standing Liberty quarter. This is a great overdate and one with a lot of just backing to it from the community. This one cleaned. VG Detail was the official grade called on this one, with the dark kind of patina and otherwise flat color of the coin. That's where they got the cleaned designation from. So with that being said, this one still managed to sell for $1,492.88. We also have this beautiful, beautiful Type 1 1917. Gorgeous. I mean, this is really nice. An old NGC fattied mid-state 65 full head. My gosh, that is awesome. If you're a fan of original crusty color, this is the one for you. To help complement the highlights of luster swirled in there too. A beauty. I mean, much like the 1909 Lincoln Cent, this one you could probably add to the list of must-haves if you are going to collect a kind of like a typeset du jour, various coins. The 1917 Type 1 quarter should always be on the list. So this one sold for $1,035, and that seems like a bargain in my estimation, even for a 65 full head. And yeah, the next opportunity I get, I'm gonna buy one of these. And $1,000 isn't really all that much for this coin, and it's a great way to really open up the conversation of a really proud set that you can put together and retire off of. Great coin. All right, we got $3.50, and then we are officially done. That is 17 coins in the book for this week of Monday Market Report action. How about 53D? By far one of the toughest states to locate with full bell lines. They're just virtually non-existent, and that's why some nice premium grades like the 67 by NGC carries a lot of weight in the market. This one ended up selling for $4,350.38. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a little bit of a nice little treat for you guys, okay? Because when we have an abbreviated list, just due to pullback of the market a little bit as far as like supply is concerned, we'll casually throw in a few coins that we don't have the opportunity to talk about. Walking Liberty $half, probably a first one in a long time that we've covered. 1946S is a pretty good date. Second to last date of the series. This one has nice original kind of toning to it. Which if it were me, I'd love to see this look on my coin more so than blast white. It just means the coin was never cleaned or dipped. Mid-State 67 on this one by PCGS. CAC certified as well. There is a lot to love here with this. And while it's not a key date, you got to consider that one of the most popular programs and series, bar none, in U.S. type coin collecting is this one right here. There's just going to be a ton of value up and down the board, and a lot of it is grade related. There's a lot of sensitivity to grade, which will catapult and swing the prices one way or the other. So this one right here, I didn't bat an eye at the price in a 67 at $2,587.50. I think that's fair. A 67 is always a bomb of a grade on any older coin. It doesn't matter how you slice it. And then the final one, of course, 1919S. Kind of like you want to call it a semi-key date. It's not quite a 1921 or a 1916. But hey, this one still works. I think it's as important to the series as the 38D. The 38D is a key date of the series, just much lower mintage. But 1919, Philadelphia, San Francisco, whatever the case may be, these are very important to the series. And they're coins that were really never saved at the highest state of preservation. So a refreshing, about uncirculated 55 that we see here with the CAC sticker is great. This is a nice original, slightly utilized piece, and it has aged gracefully. Really, really pretty coin. So this one right here, to give you an idea, the grade does matter. Even though it's AU, it's still a huge coin. $4,851 was the sale price for this one here too. If you think that's a lot, you need to reassess the overall survival rate of a few of these coins, and then you will completely understand where these sit from an investor's standpoint. All right, and that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for this edition of the Monday Market Report. Again, congratulations to Adam Chambers on that amazing 1955D Lincoln set sale. Kudos. Get another one. Information in this video is for educational use only, not financial advice. Please collect and or grade your coins responsibly. That's it, guys. I'm Sean with Blue Ridge in the place. I want to thank you guys again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for instant notifications, and I will see you next time on the next coin video. All right, you guys take care now.